everyone, this is Meg at Chasing Retro. Today I have an unboxing of an Etsy purchase, eBay purchase. Does anybody else get those two confused because they start with E? This is an eBay purchase that I found this week just doing my routine weekly searches of vintage fabric and sewing notions. Yes, I have an obsession with vintage fabric, and I routinely go onto eBay just to search by price and location to see if there's any deals that I just can't leave behind. And I found something this week. This is a new to me eBay shop, and I have saved it, and I will be returning and checking out what she has available. She loves buying vintage craft supplies and then passing it along for other people who want to use these things and rescue them and give them a new life. And I'm so glad that I found her store. I'm going to link her store below so you guys can check it out and maybe save her as a seller and see what she has over time. But she had two lots that I purchased, and she was gracious enough to go in and adjust the shipping and give me a refund for the overage. So I got a lot of vintage fabric and a lot of vintage sewing trims and notions and stuff like that. So let me set this on the ground because it's pretty tall and I don't want to hit the camera. I'm going to adjust my camera down just a little bit now that I've moved the box. She has filled it with fiberfill, which is a brilliant packaging solution. Not only does it not weigh anything, I can use it for more crafting. Okay, so here's the bag of fabric first. I'm just going to cut it open. And it's just a little bit of everything. I think it was maybe from a quilter's yard sale or something like that. There is vintage in here, but there's also a lot of new or semi-new. And a lot of them are probably going to be in these long strips, you know, like quilters do. They have the little cut-off strips on the end. My mom is a quilter. I'm always amazed at how she can use almost all of the material. I'm not good at buying the right amount of fabric for the projects I need, but my mom is really good at that. I get a lot of these offcuts from her. These are some really pretty blues, like country blues. And we have some brown and purple solids. I don't have a lot of solids. Those are good to have in your stash, so I'm happy about that. I tend to not get solids when I buy them piece by piece at our craft reuse store. We have some lovely floral calico here. Some red little berries, it looks like. Berries and vines. It's pretty thick too. We have some cornflower blue dot. Oh, this looks like, yeah, the white on white. I love this stuff. Looks like hydrangeas maybe, with some raspberries. I don't know. Lots of tiny little, see, these are just, I love these offcuts because they are the perfect width for tags. So you can just glue this down, little to no waste. You can glue this down onto a piece of, cut this in half on the line, glue it down on a piece of manila, trim off the corners, sew around the edge, and you have a tag. It cannot be easier than that. These little feathers are cute, or maybe those are ferns. Ooh, look, glitter. That looks like some 50s Formica countertops. White on white again. Oh, it has butterflies on it. Look. Can y'all see it? Oh, it's not showing up very good. And then we have some little squares. I've seen this one before. I have seen this fabric before. Cute little squares. That looks like feed sack, what is it called? Repro fabric. That's what it reminds me of. These still have the lines drawn on them. And then we have some bigger squares, and we've got some children's fabric in here too, which is kind of cool. We have some alphabet. These beautiful, I love the rosebud prints, and I don't have any yellow. This looks vintage reproduction, doesn't it? Is that not the cutest thing? That'd be precious in a baby journal. These little chicks are so cute for baby journal or farm journal or spring journal. Rosebud. Got some more. Oh, we got some pieces down here already sewn together. This looks like Precious Moments. I know Carol at Crinkle Path likes Precious Moments. Some light lemon yellow. This is fun. This caught my eye in the listing because it looks like feed sack reproduction to me. Got more of that. That reminds me of cinnamon rolls. I know it's flowers, but it makes me hungry. Oh, I have some of this fabric in my stash already, and I have not used it. I have a piece about the same size, and I've been holding on to it. In fact, I think I scanned it and used it as a phone background. And this is also awesome. Loving it. This is unique. I saw this in the listing too. It's like, it reminds me of that scratch art. Do y'all remember the scratch art with the crayons? But it's kitty cats. That would have been nice for my cat journals. More little squares. I have this in green, so now I have it in purple. In fact, I think I used some of that green in my scrappy ties for my giraffe journals. More solid color rectangular pieces. More Precious Moments, I think. These are like the animals. I could be wrong. That may not be them. Look at this. Farm animals with the little ducks with the handkerchiefs on their neck. This is a rather large sheet of this. The lamb looks like Precious Moments. I bet it is. More squares, white, a lot of white on white, and I love how translucent it is. That's a good way to break up a busy pattern on a quilt, I guess. You still have pattern, but it's not overwhelming to the eye. That's cute. This is cool, like a vintage poinsettia. I have no idea where I'm going to put all this stuff. I really don't have room for more fabric, especially pieces like this. I have some drawers that I organize my stuff in, and they're full. Oh, wow. This is the Cranston Rose, I think it's called Rosebud print. It comes in many color waves. I don't have this one. It's like a fall color wave. And here we are. We look like we're in the fall section now. Lots of browns and tans and greens. This is, oh wow, it's either brushed cotton, flannel, or suede. It can honestly be, I think it's a flannel. I think it's a low nap flannel, but it looks kind of like suede. The right application of this would be really creative. And then this, like a rusty color. Here's some bigger pieces of green. More Precious Moments. I don't use Precious Moments in any of my journals. If any of y'all are interested in these Precious Moment prints, let me know and I will drop it in the mail. I want someone to get use out of them. Another piece of that baby piece. Oh, this one's pieced. No, it's not. It's just folded. Brown. Red. I have some like this. This looks like something I have. And then this is that purple, like I have the green. This is like cozy house and home to me. These are cute. All of these are adorable. I'm loving this little red. And I'm loving this pink. I keep seeing this one pop up in here. That is just beautiful. It's like a calamine lotion color. Some green plaid, some country blue, green hat, like hatch marks. This looks kind of like camo. We're almost at the end of the bag, y'all. This just a little this looks Christmassy too, doesn't it? Little conglomeration of little prints at the end. I love this though. I love that she rescues things like this because this would otherwise be in a a trash pile. But she said, somebody can use this. I was describing to her what junk journals were, and she had heard of them and was intrigued by them. And she's so excited that these are going to be used in that way. All right. I got the mother load of sewing notions and trims, y'all. Like I need any more of these either, but I use the bias tape in my fabric cover journals to reinforce the inside of the spine fold. So I really don't have that many colors. Mostly they're neutrals, so this will be nice. Look at this gold lame. That's amazing. If y'all can think of any other uses for this, let me know. I'm all ears. I would love to have more ideas on how to use this cotton bias tape. Hem facing, iron-on hem tape. This is actually quite nice for like actual using. I have some white linen pants that need hemming, and I don't want to cut them, so I might use some of this to iron it. I love the seam tape that's lace. We have more of the lace here. Twill tape, pink lace seam binding, and oh, this is the best stuff right here. The Trimtex seam binding. This is black, but you can get it wet, mold it into a ball, put rubber bands around it, and then let it dry, and it comes out crinkled. I hope there's more colors in here. Hem facing. This is a nice package. That'll be a cool, that'll make a cool tag. Bias tape, white bias tape, double fold bias tape. Delicious blanket binding. This is a Christmas red. I love folding this over the edge of pages. It gives so much texture to the page. Look at these. Some of these are just so retro looking. Kelly green, iron-on tapes. Who in the world? I want to know who bought all these and did not open them. This is the piping. I have not tried to use this yet, but wouldn't that be cool if you could find a way to sew it into the like a double layered tag? I'm gonna have to try that. Lots of the flat seam binding, the nylon kind. This is hem facing. That's very wide. I don't really use the wide as much as the others unless I'm making like a wide ruffle. Oh, here's some more of that beautiful seam binding in a mint. Loving that. Okay, this one's open. The wide bias tape. Y'all let me know if you have ideas for that too. Stretch lace binding. Oh yeah, this is some more of the cool stuff. Lace. Piping, red piping. Oh yeah, the Boil-Tex. That's the original brand that I love. Navy. Percal cotton weave. I've never seen that before on these packages. That's not, so this is not old. This is probably mid 2000s. Yeah, 2007. Boscov's. I have not shopped there, but I have ordered online from there. I think they went out of business. But this is more of that beautiful Boil-Tex. Green seam tape. I probably should donate some of this to my recraft store, the ones that I know that I won't use. Like the beige. All the beige. I just don't use that color very often. That's cool. Purple. More laces. I have never tried to make a tassel out of just seam binding lace. That might be kind of cool for a sewing journal. The whole thing be lace, like the stretch lace. It would be kind of unique. And maybe have it coming out of a wooden thimble, listen to me. A wooden spool of thread. Oh yes, more blanket binding and a green. I could use both of these in the Christmas journals if I make them this year. I'm not sure if I'm going to make Christmas yet. Boiltex piping. Look at this brand. Isn't that fun? Pink. Oh yeah. Navy tiny rickrack. Put that separate. Red lace. These caught my eye in the listing too. Look at these, y'all. I love it when the lace is still in the sleeve like that. These must have been sort of like remnants. Maybe they were specials that she bought. And then this is beautiful too. TG&Y. Oh my goodness. 65 cents. That's kind of high, I think. Maybe it's equivalent to now. I mean, it was 89 to 65. Or is it 59? It might be upside down. It might be 59. Still. Last one. It's a small bag. Y'all tell me, do y'all think I bought too much? You don't have to answer that. Tapes. Binding lace. More rickrack. We have some dark red. Ooh, look at this seam binding. Oh my goodness, that's cool. That is adorable. That might be cute in the Mary Poppins journal, which I'll be making after I'd go through my month or so of ephemera making. Ooh, like hot pink rickrack. That is so cool. I don't have any of that color. Look at this baby rickrack in the green. Blue. My first car was this color. Sky blue Chevy Chevette. I used to tell everybody that I drove a Vette. I think I've mentioned that before, but it's still funny. This is adorable for baby journals. Look at the pastel. I don't know what this is, but it feels amazing. It feels kind of like, it must be blanket binding. It feels like a kite, for lack of a better word. It's nylon, definitely, and very soft, and I will be using this in my peach journals. Here's some more that are open. Here's some white, you know, I don't have much white rickrack. More blanket binding. Gold rickrack, which is always fun. Olive green lace, look at that. Dark green baby rickrack. Bias tapes. And the last little bit. That's a neat label. Burlington Mills. That's near where I grew up. That's awesome. I will be saving that. I think it's on the plastic. I don't think it's paper, so I'm going to have to carefully cut that out and glue it down. Look at this. Pennies. The vintage Pennies logo. Oh my goodness. Blanket binding again. No, I think this is seam binding. Okay, guys. Let me know what you think. That was a long video for just showing you fabric and trim. So if you stuck around, thank you. I hope you guys are having a great weekend. See you next time.